And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The give to the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense has it. They're on the move. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
What a massive play by the defense, knocking it out. That's a country fumble. There's nobody around it, so you scoop that puppy up and you get downfield. It's a huge return and a momentum-changing play.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the... Carrier inside, he tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
With the catch, it's King. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown. And they forced their opponent to kick a field goal. Nice job.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Finds a little space. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, 2-10, Ole Miss, 0.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Gonna look downfield again. Buying some time. Makes the grab. It's high. And they'll knock him down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
To the air, it's Simmons. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Taylor. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. On the move, he fires. It's caught downfield. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Sends it back in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for you.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Simmons. Caught. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the grab and then did the rest himself and then put points on the board.
And there's so many targets to focus on, so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
attempt to try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Sam Houston. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Will open from the 15. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-lungs. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback?
Turning it on! Smashes through the tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the grab. And that's not going to be a 1st down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches.
First down.
The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
To the air, it's Simmons. Shoots it to the left. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Taking it the other way.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got his man downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He's going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. Dances away. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it, so the windows are not going to be very big.
Going to take a shot at this DB. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break.
It's a seam wide open. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Blue Devils will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Lacey. He took the risk bringing it out of the end zone, and he'll go out of bounds at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Throwing right. He makes the catch. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. You got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Finds his man. It's Hobbs. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athletic.
Grabs it inside the 15. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11.
And your number one goal when you blitz is to get to the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. And they didn't do it. They didn't get home. The quarterback had a little bit too much time. You could tell, felt too comfortable. Didn't even get a hit on it.
And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw at Simmons. Got it behind the line. It's dribbling. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Man, that linebacker is athletic. He can make tackles in space against very athletic dudes. That receiver's not an easy guy to bring down. That linebacker got him down quick.
Wants to throw again. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
The Rebels need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Running to the left. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Absolutely center cut. And it's a deadlock here in the third quarter after the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Moore. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's so difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And the Blue Devils come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Punt is on its way. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive.
Returners don't get many shots, right? Like, they only get a few shots a game. They want to maximize it. You're not going to get any shots if you don't secure the football. Got to take care of the football, big fella.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off. Hit the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He wants to change this route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor has it. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Back to pass, it's Simmons. grabbed over the middle. It's Stribley. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. But we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football.
Turning on the Jets. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
He's got it on the move. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down goal to go.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Duke. And that one will give him the lead. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Sam Houston. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Simmons. Rifles it down the middle. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one.
Here we go.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking to throw on first down. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game when the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
I know a lot of people were thinking there was a chance this defense could contain one of the best running backs in all of college football. I don't know if anybody thought they would dominate him and completely shut him down the way they have. Negative rushing yards in the game for this guy. You cannot say enough just about how physical this defense has been, playing with a chip on their shoulder all game long to shut him down.
They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
To the air, it's Simmons. Takes a shot, and that is interception number 3 on the day.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game. Throws to the wideout. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
That's caught. It's Taylor. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Off the play fake. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open. And his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Going downfield for the big play. It's a big stride inside the 10. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Trying to pound it in.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 15, here's the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Handoff to the lone back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This defense is playing with a chip on its shoulder. Like they knew this guy was a great running back, and they took pride shutting him down today. So many guys near the line of scrimmage, so aggressive. Priority number 1 was stopping that great running back. And not only have they done that, he has negative yards rushing on the day.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking left. Got his man. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And talk about stepping up at a huge moment of the game. This guy's been relatively quiet throughout the game, but here in a 2-minute situation, he makes arguably the biggest play of the game so far for his offense. Nice job.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Now on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And this offense has got to get something, man. That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we've got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. A strike downfield. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down.
You know a field goal can tie the game right now. You have to at least give yourself a chance to do that. So I don't mind maybe taking some shots, but every time you drop back, you're risking taking a sack. You've got to dial up plays right.
He's loose. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. Snagged out of the air. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They move on top here in the 4th.
And, man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there. Finish this thing off.
The extra point is good. And now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Lacey. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Simmons. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure they don't let them get behind them, and they knock the football to the ground.
He's taking a deep shot. Makes the grab down the left side. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one is